a lady I worked with got a phone call from the bank. The bank told her that she was in the top 1% of earners in her country. That phone call cost her business. Great lady, super ambitious, lots of energy, real grafter, real hard worker, and full of ambition. This lady's retail business was heading into a real life-changing income zone. Yeah, something where she could take care of her family for the rest of her life. And then the bank rang and it all stopped. When I talk about income ceilings, I often talk about belief holding you back from believing that you actually deserve to earn the income which could possibly earn. Or I talk about your past identity. Maybe you're in a job and you see 3,000 to 5,000 as a decent paycheck each month, and you don't think you deserve any more, or you get comfortable in that range, so your income doesn't grow. And we have to get through that income ceiling. But after 15 years of coaching, I've also seen income ceilings be produced from recognition and validation. And that's exactly what happened with this client I was working with. She thought after that phone call, she had made it. She thought that she was now in the top 1% of earners in her country, that she didn't have to do anything else. And she became comfortable. The reality of that phone call was, yep, she probably was in the top 1% of earners in her country. But the reality of that phone call was the bank were giving her praise and then offering a financial package, maybe a loan. Yep. And what do people do in the top 1% of earners in their country? They usually become the top 1% of debtors in the country too. And that's exactly what happened here. So the bank sold her a loan. She got the loan out. She has the monthly repayments. But she's in the top 1% of her country's earnings. So she's okay. She's made it. But because that lady got comfortable and now she has a loan which matches the income, matches probably a third of the income, her business then started to decline. The lady wasn't doing the things within her business which in order for it to continue to grow. Yep, because the bank had produced a ceiling for her. And her business, over a 2 to 3 year period, declined. And she ended up in a lot of debt and not being in the top 1% of earners in her country anymore. I spoke to her a few years ago after the business had been in decline. And we had a chat about what really happened. Because it didn't matter what I said. It didn't matter what anybody said. What the banker said gave her that validation. That lady had made it. And she learned from this mistake. Yeah. And it's great that she learned because she's at such a young age that she now has a story to tell. Yeah. The lady got comfortable. She lost the business. And now she has to rebuild something. Yeah, and she lost that business pure on validation, pure on recognition from a phone call from the bank who just wanted to sell her debt. Okay? So my message is, guys, there are going to be stages in your business where you feel like you have made it. You know, where you get that dream paycheck, which you've been working towards, and you hit it. You hit it, and it's a great feeling, and you should celebrate that success. But what usually happens is when you peak, when you hit that paycheck, it usually comes back down. So what you have to do is you have to recognize the pattern, recognize what's going on, congratulate yourself, but also remove the goalpost to smash through that next income stream, backed by the belief that you can do it and to continue to do the things which are bringing results in your business. That's where a lot of people go wrong when they hit that ceiling. They don't continue to do the things which bring results in their business, backed with the belief that they can break through and go on to an even bigger income ceiling. Seen it so many times in 15 years. So the lady I'm talking about today, she is recovering. She is getting back to where she needs to be. And she now has a lesson behind her. And that's what being in business is all about. I don't sit here being Mr. Perfect. Yep. As you can see on my other videos, I've hit those income ceilings myself. I have got comfortable from feeling that I've arrived and I've made it. Yeah. So I'm here today to share with you from past experiences of what I've seen over my coaching journey over the last 15 years, but also from my own experience of building businesses over the last 15 years. So in the comment box below, if you're ever interested in having a discovery call and find out how we could work together to break your income ceilings, all the details are below. And please continue to subscribe to the channel. I will be telling many stories about clients and income ceilings and experiences over the last 15 years on this channel. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.